Line off the lane, line off the lane. Precepts off the precepts, precepts off the precepts.
We're comedians, man. But to us, we know what we're doing up out here. Because we go through precept upon precept to know that why we have the frankincense and myrrh, why there's one speaker and two readers, alright, or as many readers as you can get, cameraman for the edification to go onto the internet, so it can be pushed throughout the unicorn. Why we got a speaker, why we got posters, there's a star, fringes on, there's a ribbon of blue. There's an order to do these things, man, the ordinances. Let all things be done in decency and in order, man.
That's right.
Alright, read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 7, and verse, I'll start from 22. And Jesus answering said unto them, Go your way, and tell John. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Verse 21. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Verse 20. But he that lifted up his eyes in his disciples said, Blessed are ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of God.
Yeah, so we can be poor. We can be the poorest in the communities, man. Because blessed are ye that are the poorest in the communities, man. Blessed are ye that are weeping, man. Blessed are ye that are laughed at for righteousness' sake. What we'd like to bring up to the brothers here is like, what's your nationality?
Oh shit, Miller, oh God.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit, bro.
The brother knows the brother.
That's the spirit, man. That's how it goes. Our people, them, were bound, man. Get that, Isaiah 42. Isaiah chapter 42. Yeah, bro. Come, bro. Is that him over there? Come true, bro. We're here for you, King. You got a phone call. The phone call can't take you away, bro. The so-called blacks and Hispanics were the children of God, man.
He was about to talk to us as well.
I got to reach to the brother, see what I'm going in that, but one time I think you guys. I said that. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
So our people, we've been robbed. We've been robbed because these people, what's our nationality, fam? We're calling ourselves black and that, colours and that, right? We're robbed and we're spoiled, right?
They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses.
Where we ended up going?
They are hid in prison houses.
And that's what I was trying to talk about earlier with some hard-headed, stubborn sister, right? About our people, them, they end up in single-parent households, and after they're in single-parent households, they all end up doing what? They end up going into prisons, bro, because it is statistically proven that a woman bringing up a child in the household.
All praises, man.
All praises to the Most High, man.
All praises, man.
Did you break your thumb, yeah?
You're bleeding it.
You bleeding? Oh, no, I didn't. Anyway, man. You crashed, you broke your things. That's good, man, that's good. So look, the Most High is saying that it's statistically proven, right, that if a man brings up a child, he's less likely to end up in prison. But under the leadership of a woman, they end up going into jail, bro. They end up being locked up, dead, on the roads, fighting for their lives, man, against the feds or their own brother. Women can't bring up man. Women bring up women, men bring up men. No, women can do it.
real shit though.
It's real spit. And it's statistics as well.
A boy had to be a man. Same how a man can't teach a girl how to be a woman.
No, we can't teach girls how to be women.
Real shit.
How am I going to tell her about period pads and them things, bro? I don't know them things, man. Alright, let's go.
So it says, they are for a prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none saith restore.
The devil's like a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. So they got different understandings in the system, right? And they got think tanks, bro, on how they can suppress the so-called black man, understand, and the Hispanic man. They actually try and systematically get the woman to be over the man. All right. So in the domestics in the house, they give the woman extra money than the man. All these things they suppress us with the William Lynch syndrome, fam. You know that? You heard about William Lynch, bro?
I don't understand.
Willie Lynch.
I'm from Belgium.
You heard about lynching? Lynching is when the white man, the colonizer, will get you and rip you apart with horses. That's what they done to the Jamaicans in slavery.
Or hanging.
All right, and hanged us on a tree.
Look, he's here. Come look at the picture, photo.
That's not lynching. This is lynching.
Lynching's here.
Lynching is this. They done this. This is lynching. Lynching, all right?
Okay, good.
William Lynch, he's a man, all right, that was a slave master, and he made a book for all the masters. He made a book for all the masters that own slaves, how to control Negroes. You know now. So what should we do now? We know these things. What should we do? What we should do?
Is this the Bible?
Yes, brother. It's the Bible, bro. Yeah.
You Christian?
We are Israelites.
Okay.
That's better than being a Christian.
What's that?
Israel. We are Israelites. Israel.
Oh, okay.
We are Jacob.
Jacob's son.
Jacob's sons, the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
Alright?
Belgium.
No, you're not from white man country. Congolese.
Asking me where I'm from.
Congolese.
I came from Belgium.
Yeah, but the Congolese, we come from England. But we're not English. We're not European.
Yeah, no, I'm not European.
We're not European. You understand? They call you, in Belgium, they call you Negro. Black man.
It's a Negro, nigga.
Yeah?
Say this in Belgium, yeah?
Right? Yes, true. He says true. So you know, he's telling the truth. And you got a white. Have you got a white girl? Bro?
No.
Do you have a white girl?
You're right, son of
Do you know? Wait. Do you have any white girls? Do you bang white girls? No.
We just have to know your thing, right?
No, that's good because we're not Belgium. We're not Belgian people. Are you Congolese?
Yeah.
Because the Congolese people were stolen by King Leopold, man.
Yeah, we know that. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. You're so being it is Congolese, the Bantu nations, right? They are Israelites. You understand? They have to abide by the laws of the Bible,
Right. Yeah, sure.
not Christianity. Is this your God? Yeah, pick up this one. Pick up this one. No.
Not that one.
Pick
Yeah,
it up, pick it up.
Hello. But you believe it?
Who is this?
You believe?
Who's this?
They wanted to say to us that it's Jesus.
They wanted to say, but what is
But
really?
Jesus is not white.
Jesus says what?
And the Bible says Jesus was like
Congolese.
No, not Congolese.
Yeah,
The skin
Israelite.
was
Read.
dark. Yes, that's what the Bible.
That's
says.
what the Bible says.
And the hair also.
Yeah.
Woolly.
Was
So
like
who
your
showed
hair.
us? So who showed us this?
Slave master, fam.
Oh,
Slave master on the show, man. That, bro. But you have to.
Do you get
okay,
it?
guys. We have
Today.
to go because we have a meeting with other friends,
All right,
with other
bro.
brothers.
Hey, look. What's your nationality according to God?
Israelite.
Israelite, right? Israelite, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Keep the commandments, bro. Show the brother. You know about that one, innit?
You want to watch it?
You know about this one, yeah? Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 4. That's good, King. You're involved. You're there, bro.
See me, I'm an ignorant black man when it comes to certain things, fam.
But you're not black, though.
I obviously know
You're not black. But we're ignorant. Yeah, niggas, yeah.
I say to I follow my. I don't really eat.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11.
No, Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now you know you're an Israelite, yeah, King, because we're the ones that are in the prison houses. We're the ones that are getting preyed upon, right?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So as an Israelite, bro, we need to fear the Lord. Alright? Fear the Lord. His name is Yahweh. You know how to say that one there? Yeah. Yahweh. Khan.
And to love him.
And to love him, yeah?
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Are you ready for that, brother? Yeah. Long time, brothers involved.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be like patronizing or nothing, bro. But I wasn't trying to be patronizing. But I'm just asking you them questions. It's not rhetorical. It's because you know what it is. Our people, them, they got a lot of here. They got a lot of talking, but when it comes to action, they're not on it. And that's what we got from the roads. On the roads, when we got the youngers, a lot of them were talking like, yeah, bro, I'm down, I'll ride out. But then when you're coming to the thing, where are they, bro? They're not there. There's only like 20 of them that said they will ride out. There's only 5 of them left. Give me that in Psalms chapter 94 and verse 11. And get me Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 1.
Psalms 94 and 11. The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity.
Yeah, give me verse 16.
Verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
That's the point. Who's going to rise up for the Most High against the evildoers? That's what we're doing out here, man. We don't just think, oh yeah, oh man, I've got problems with the missus, the children are always hurting. I need to pay these bills. I got to trap harder. No, man. We gotta go trap. We gotta go hard for the Most High, man. All right.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Well, what?
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Let me see pedophiles, backward wise. But we need to stand up for the Most High, man, and say, yo, death to all you guys, man. You guys work iniquity, man.
That's real shit. When I see them in there, I'm straight fire for them.
Fire for them, man, there, man. All right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 53 from the top. Who have believed of our report?
Brothers, you believe, man. We know you believe. You believe in the report of the Most High, man.
And who is the arm of the Lord revealed?
And you know what? This word is not revealed to everybody.
That's right.
That's where Israel is. That's the promised land, promised to Abraham. Yeah, it's even bigger than this, you know. It's more vast. This is our country. This is our home. Understand? And look, bro, the Most High reveals the gift to you. He doesn't reveal it to everybody, you know. He doesn't. Give me that Matthew chapter 3. Because you know, because when we grew up, we thought this Bible was for everyone. This Bible's not for everyone. Give me that.
And I was just about to say that as well.
Give me Luke 22
I've got the trap on there, word, because it's a trap.
Give me Luke 20, Joel 2:27. And get the other one Psalms.
This is Matthew 13 and verse 16. Yeah, blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear.
So, not everyone has got that blessing to receive this understanding. Some people will hear it and not be doers of it. You understand? It's about, when you hear it, bro, you may as well, obedience is better than sacrifice. You know what I mean?
Verse 17, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them.
So there's many prophets that are still need to be awoken. Right now we could be standing in front of Ezra. Right now we could be standing right now in front of Zedekiah. Understand? Benaiah. Benaiah is a mighty warrior that was with David in the wars. You understand? Killed Hitman and Jet Lees and that. Killed lions and that. We could be standing in front of Benaiah and Zedekiah and these men. Zerubbabel. That could be Zerubbabel standing right over there. You understand? But he just needs to be ignited. The flame just has to spark. And this is what it takes. Your brothers have to be there standing together, man. Oh nation, give me that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it up.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
I'm in the midst of Egypt.
No,
I am in the midst of Israel.
We're in the midst of Kush, Ethiopia.
No,
I'm in the midst of Israel.
There you go. He's not in the midst of everybody. He's not the Lord God of the whole world. He's not the God of the Caucasian man. That comes the wicked man that builds nuclear weapons and sodomites and pedophiles. He's not the God of pedophiles and suntan lotion wearers. God don't like people that wear suntan lotion, man. He obviously made the sun to burn you guys, man. The sun was literally made to burn you and to give you skin cancer. Why would you think God loves you, man? There's no need for you to pray to a God that hates you, man. You should be giving your energy to Satan, as they do anyway. The Harry Potters and Hermione's and that, right?
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and I am the Lord your God, and none else.
And what?
And none else.
Get that? So now when we went to church weren't reading them things then. He's the Lord your God and none else. We're gonna ask questions, man. We're gonna be like, why is this guy sitting next to man then?
That's why they told me,
Why is this? I'll be looking like, wait, who's this guy then? We are all spiritual Israels. That's not in the Bible, bro.
Right.
So if Egypt comes here then, he definitely don't love him then, because Moses took us away from them guys. If we see Cushites, Sheba came to Solomon, so he don't love Sheba. He's not in the midst of Queen Sheba. So they can't lie about those guys. Ethiopia. Yeah, Menelik and all that. Not Melchizedek. Here's Sheba. Here's Cush. Sheba's nephew. She's Sheba's nephew. Yeah, Cush there. And the God is not in you. Your Orthodox church is madness. God is only in Israel. God is not in Ethiopia. God is only in Israel. King Solomon. He's not in the Sheba. He's only in Solomon. Yeah, there's a difference between Solomon and Sheba, man. We're nations. Her nation was brought up with women them. That's what they do. God, women is God. The Ankh. But our nation deals with order. The Mosai, Yahawashai, Yasha the woman, Yasha Allah women, the daughters of Zion, and then the young lion cubs. There's order still. No, one sec. Get me the. No, that's it. Oh yeah.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
We shouldn't be ashamed to say that. And our people, as soon as you talk against the other nations, the coonery comes out. They're like, oh, don't talk to the colonizer like that. Nah, he's good. He's good. Emmanuel is my brother. Emmanuel. That's why the Hispanics as well, and the Native Americans, the Hispanics and the Native Americans were one. You understand? We're one with the Negroes. We went through the same curses and the same conditions. You get me? That's why there's so many of them around here with us, because the Most High is bringing us together. You get? Give me the one that the Psalms. This Bible is not for no one else. It's exclusive, and this is what the church will never show you. These verses, you know. Psalms 147 and 19, and you got the
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Bring that out.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation.
Oh, the whole world has got it.
He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for their judgments, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
The other nations don't know. If you don't hear, what happens, bro? So the other nations don't know that. If you told this guy, if you don't hear, what happens? If you don't listen, what happens? They don't know the judgments and the hardship we go through. Because they can walk around happy-go-lucky and get away with anything. But if we can't, if we don't listen, brother, the Most High, he puts us in our place. We feel, understand? And we was brought up by telling that proverb was told to us by our grandfathers, grandmothers. So coming down, you get me? If you're not here, you can feel it. Why? Because the Most High has made us feel time and time again. Because we broke commandments, bro. And it's not us right now here. It's not our fault. But when we was here in our past lives, we messed up. We left up. So now we're having to pay the price.
Can't.
But the Most High has never not loved us. So He reveals it to us. Alright? That's why we read to you in that Matthew 13. There's certain prophets that was willing, was hoping to see the RFID chips coming in. The nuclear weapons being made by Russia and England and India and every country, Israel. What country don't have nukes? Nigeria ain't got one. Jamaica don't have one. Colombia ain't got one. You get me? Our nations, they don't own nukes. But them now, all the prophets have been waiting to see the whole world being blown up. You understand? Because it's been prophesied time and time again in the book of Malachi, Zechariah, all throughout the scriptures, man.
This is Zephaniah 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So we need to gather together. And when we gather together, it's not on just, give me the one in Sarah.
It says Zephaniah 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Remember I was talking about the Hispanics are coming closer to us and they're gathering together. We're a nation not desired. We're the ones that are called all these sorts of bywords. Alright? Being called black, nigger, boy. All these things are not names that are you're not lifting us up. Yes, Ash. You're good though. Good King. Yes, King. Get the one, the brotherly Sirach 37 and 12. This is what we need. When it says gather together, it don't mean gather together with the rude boys on the block. Get the rude, get the gunman them. You know what I mean? You don't mean to gather together with just with the frauds there, with the Nigerian fraudster, the brick con brick skelly bangs, and you don't mean gather together with any people, bro.
This is the book. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man.
So that's what it means. When it says gather together continually with a godly man,
whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind.
Who's got the what?
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
On some worldly stuff.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
Let's go just bring these little youths to OT quickly. Let's get the rentals.
Whose mind is according to my mind.
We're not thinking them things. That's how we used to be. Give me the Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22.
Man have to gather like that on them sort of things.
We got to gather on our godly thing. Because bro, we can't. We've been in prison. Not us, not everyone. But we know about the man them that come out of the roads, come from prisons, right? Single parent households, might smack up our baby mothers and go on and get our next thing, breed up the whole place. We've come from that madness, you get it? But what we're gonna do now, we're gonna in Genesis it says, let us make man in our image, man. So that's why they say that all these other people, they come from Negroes. It's even scientifically proven that the Caucasian gene is only 6,000 years old. That is scientifically proven by their own scientists. They're new people, man. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're mankind. They're kind of the man. So when it says that in America, that in the amendments, the Third Amendment, that the black man is only 3/5 of a man. When you're only 3/5 of us, maybe that. Alright, because you're lacking them, what they call the melanin and all these things. They're lacking the God code, man. They are the if we're Superman, they're Lex Luthor. If we're Batman, they're Penguin or Joker. Yeah. Look, you good.
It's true though, man. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Edition of Esther, chapter 9 and verse 2.
I think everything that man needs to,
All praises to your house. Let's show you certain things if you got time. We're going to show you this now quickly.
I've got 20 more minutes. I already gave you about half an hour. I don't mind.
This is the book of the rest of Esther, chapter 16. Chapter 10 and verse. Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought it was this. My bad. Yeah. Where from the top? Alright. Verse 9. This is the editions of Esther, chapter 10 and verse 9.
Bring it up.
My nation is this, Israel.
So the Most High's nation is Israel. We've got that. We've been going over that for a little while right now.
which cried to God and was saved. For the Lord has saved his people, and the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils. And God hath wrought signs and great wonders, which have not been done among the Gentiles.
So he's given us signs and wonders that, like I said, if you can't hear, you're going to feel, right? Great signs and wonders that haven't been done among the Gentiles. Like in the old times, we saw the Messiah healing the people. You understand? We saw the sea being split apart for us to walk over. We saw the plagues hit the Egyptians, yeah, and punish them, bro. The firstborn man-child put to death that allowed us to go home. Yeah, because we put the blood of the Passover. We saw the food drop from the sky when we was hungry, bro. We was bitten by serpents, alright, and then we needed to be healed from the poison, alright. And the Most High healed us. We was thirsty. The rock split, and we managed to drink from the rock, fresh water from the rock. These are things that we saw miracles done for Israel that haven't been performed unto any other nation, bro. They have not seen none of these things, but yet they still got the Muslim thing. They still got the Ethiopian Orthodox thing. They still want to come over to us because they know when we see us winning all the wars, like how David won all the wars, they know they don't want no smoke with us. Right? They know that, nah, this. When they saw Samson break down the gate and kill up, they're like, nah, we don't want no smoke with these guys, man. Now when they see us running the 100-meter sprints and all these things and in the boxing rings, when they see how the Most High, even though they give us the pork, give us all the weedy gal, the white gal, how much they give us the Jezebel and the Delilah, it still rise up. Because as soon as they oppress us,
that's rough about me, bro. I never cut my hair since I was a youth, man. Like all the years of growing up, my mum always says, man, cut your hair, go and cut your hair. But I never used to cut my hair.
That's a commandment.
My mum used to have to cut my hair. And she would
Romans
like,
chapter 2 verse 15.
Go somewhere
Give me
nice.
the commandment.
I got that shit rag up, bro. I don't cut my hair for no girl, no fun, bro.
That's good, bro. That's a Nazarite, man. That's a Nazarite, man. You're not, because there's a commandment. We're not allowed to make our heads bald.
Bro, that was always in my head as a youth, bro. I just never liked cutting my head.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's in the Bible.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27. And ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Yeah, that's it on that. Give me 21. Get 21 and 5. Get 21 and 5.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make any baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corners of their beards, nor print any cuttings in their flesh.
You're not allowed tattoos either, King. Understand? Because so if you've had tattoos, put off that old man. Don't put on that new conversation. Oh, bro, me I get tattoo up like a coloring book. Yeah, understand? Tattoo your eyeball, eye line, or whatever. Like, we don't know tattoos, right? And we don't want no baldness on our heads, right? We don't want to mark our skin for every death like some Wakanda, right? Some Killmonger thing, right? I got a couple bodies, and mark up yourself for each of the bodies. I get that teardrop on the back of the neck and the eye, all them, anything. Alright, your daughter's face and all of that. No, all them thing there, you're not allowed to put that on your skin, and you're not allowed to mar the corners of your head. So no lineups. See like all the brothers them, you ain't got no shape ups. You're not allowed to shape up. Alright? Not allowed to.
Even the beard as well.
No shape ups allowed. That is an Egyptian thing. Yeah, you got to raggle the thing. You can chop it down.
You can trim it.
You can trim it down. Look, you see the brother here, look. His hair. So sorry, just turn one second. His hair is low, but it's not bald. He's kept it at a level, so at least he has a hair.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. No, it's got hair. No, it's a level 1 or something. Or level. So he's got hair on his head. He can't be bald.
When you're bald, no follicles, no nothing.
If there's clean baldness. Give me Leviticus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it's clean bald, you still have
13. Leviticus 13 and 40.
Yeah.
Leviticus 13 and 40.
Chapter
If you're naturally bald, they call it
Alopecia.
alopecia, right?
That's different.
Yeah, that's different. But you're not. But if you've got things growing on the sides, you can't be trimming off the sides to suit the top thing. Alright. Where is it? 13, 40. 40. Sorry, 14, right?
Different. I hear what they say.
Yeah.
So this is the book.
Man, bald enough, man, shave it, just for the bald image. Fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, the two-pack thing,
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13 and verse 40. And the man whose hairs falleth off his head, he is bald, yet he is clean.
Clean. So if your hair's falling off naturally, you're bald, but you're not bald on according to the sin or iniquity. But if you now to go and do that, where it says make or mar your own head, that's when it becomes a sin.
Verse 41. And he that have hair fallen off from part of his head towards his face, he his forehead bald, yet he is clean.
Forehead baldness. So you're clean. But the whole point of it is, bro, get this. The Romans.
That makes sense.
This is Romans chapter 2, 13, 15. Romans 2 and verse 13. For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
So look, it's about doing. There's hearers and there's people that are saying, yeah, bro, I'm about to ride out. But when you see them, they're nowhere to be seen. They're not doing the mission. That's why we say, if you will rise up for the Most High against the evildoers, man. Hands up in the air. Who's gonna rise up for the Most High in Seven Sisters, man? Look, man shook his head and start scratching his locks, man. Man start getting itchy in the lock. No, your locks don't carry nicks. Only white man carry nicks. Your slave master that's got you working on the Sabbath day, they carry nicks. We don't carry nicks. They don't fit our hair. They don't like our hair. So if you don't want to rise up for the Most High, bro, you need to evaluate where you're going, where you're coming from. Would you rise up for the Most High against Batty Boy? You, King. I'm not attacking you, bro. It's a simple question. Will you rise up for righteousness? Alright, we love you, bro. Peace and love, King. Alright? It is what it is, man. Because our people, them, we're defensive against each other. But when it comes to the other nations, then, we're quick to say, we need to know we love each other. We need to know love against each other. We need to cut it out. Understand? Otherwise, the little youths, them, they're going to be scared to talk to their own brother. When the enemy hates you, and then your own brother hates you, who's going to love you, man?
Yo, brother, I got one Bible verse for you. Come for one Bible verse.
Auntie, give them a verse. Auntie, no.
You say no.
Don't do that. Look, even your son says what you're dealing with.
Come on, Auntie.
We love you. Hey, give him a flag. Run over. Run over there.
Give him a flag.
Hey, yo, wait, little man. Look. Take. See.
Stay away from the niggas.
That's mad.
They're gonna tell you to hate that.
Give me Isaiah. Give me Isaiah 30. That's mad teams, bro. But we get that though. That's not nothing normal. But you know the maddest thing, the little man thing was really to come up. Because they're saying things that probably resonate with them, and they're bigger man, we're like elders to them. They're saying things that they want to listen. We don't want to grow up and be in them gang things when they grow up. They want to be going into Oxford Circus to go rob JDs with the ballies on.
That's his mum that turned him away.
And the mums are because that's what we said. The mums, what did we say that at the beginning? The mums are the ones, statistically, that will make them go to jail. If there's a dad in the household now,
Let me come with me and listen to this.
2 minutes, yeah. Especially if your son's saying your pops, them man are saying things, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Whoa.
No.
That's how they're prepared to run back from work.
Isaiah 30 and
9. Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, and children will not hear the law of the word of the Lord. Salakia.
Our people are rebellious, man. They're foolish people, man. Our people are wicked, man. The bird wants to fly.
I know,
And the man wants to submit the bird. Submit your woman, man.
I know what you do.
Submit your woman, man, before you try to submit the flying animals, man. The man ain't got control over his woman, but yet he's got control over the control of the block. Give me the bird.
Yeah, but that's the truth. You're telling me. Give me that bird.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 10, which say to the seers, see not.
So this is a rebellious people that say to the seers, see not.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
So if we were saying something stupid, the mum might come up. She might. She was rapping, saying, yo, trap stars on the block, doing music, get your young cut in the 9. And
Oh, they're telling you. Go and listen.
But in the bins, if you was chatting some nothing,
Prophesy not unto us right things, but speak unto us smooth things, and prophecy deceit. Slack your prophesy deceit. Get you out of the way, and turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
That's enough of that, bro. This is going to be a breach unto the people. They're going to be ready to fall over. Because they had the chance. They had the prophets, but they said they want to hear stupidness. They want to hear lies, deceit. They want to hear lies, deceit. They want to hear stupidness, bro.
I didn't see mums when we was walking, and I know they heard what we was talking about. Mums used to cut them off. Yeah, like, no, she didn't want to hear good things. See that all the time.
That's what it's about, man. What are you bringing my brother for?
Talking about how my shirt and tie on.
Next time, just make it a full good food. But yeah, man. But that's what we're doing, man.
Yes, man.
All praises to your house.
Look after yourself.
Yeah, man. So this is what it's about.
Send me his number, I'll add him
Us
to the
waking
chat.
up and analysing that we're the lost sheep, man. We're the house of Israel, and our people, they're out here wandering to and fro with all the doctrines in the world.
Can't.
Are they going to wander to and fro? They got to choose their side. They got to choose their team.
Can't.
They're going to sit the demons with the devil, or they're going to sit with the Most High. How about Shimei Shai?
That's right.
Get that one in one where it says Shalom King Khan.
Shalom.
Khan,
Calm
Shalom.
yourself.
Praise the Lord, Shimei Shai. Get the one where it says Exodus 32. When Moses told them to choose, man. That's what it's about, bro. We're out here to tell our people what you're gonna choose your people, them, or you're gonna decide to sit down and sleep with the enemy, man. That's what it's about. He says, we gathered them. He said, every man.
Yeah, can't.
Yeah.
This is Exodus 32, verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him...
That's what it said. He will stand up against the evildoers. And Moses said the same thing. Who's on the Most High side?
Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from the gate, from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the words of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
How many?
About 3,000 men.
Fire on Sodomites, man. All Sodomites were dead, man. So look, the Most High actually just used Moses to gather the Levites, and the Levites said, who's going to choose the Most High side? If you never chose the right team, bro, you was on the left to the left, man, like a Beyonce tune. right? You're going getting cut up.
Do you have a question? No. My question comes as I hear the words.
So
when man
commandments,
talk,
right? We're going to show you this one about the brothers. Did you ever go to the Sabbath?
Yeah. When man fasting for like the 7 days.
No. Sabbath is not like that's the Muslim thing. It's the Sabbath, right? It's the 7th day of the week, and that's the day when we're doing today. That's like now is the Sabbath.
The rest.
I mean, you can fast anytime you need to fast. You understand? But you don't. And fasting is the next thing. You don't tell. See that how they tell people like to start fasting. We can't do that as Israelites. We don't tell no one when we're fasting.
That's
It's
sacred.
because it's a sacred. It's between you and the Father. Otherwise, it's for a prayer to be answered. Right?
And when they do it, it's on a boastful thing.
Brother, just slow down this time. Good, yeah? Peace and love, man. Peace and love, man. Okay, yeah, no, let's do it.
What do you want? I was gonna
Exodus.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, Numbers.
This is Numbers 15 and verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel. So Numbers 15:37, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
That's another heritage that we've lost. But you've noticed in certain African countries, right, in West Africa, the tribes, they hold the fringes in the borders of their garments still. Because this is our ancestors had these things.
They're coming back out.
Throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
They put upon the fringe a border or a ribbon of blue. Understand? This is something that the Israelites are meant to wear. They're not meant to forget about this. Understand?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So this is our thing, that we look upon the fringes and we're like, okay, all right, the commandments. I can't eat that shrimp. Okay, I can't go to the barbers and get the shape up. I can get it chin low though, but I can't get the shape because you know what I mean. You remember and do them, right?
And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring.
So we remember this. We used to be going on a mad thing, but we put off that old man and we put on the new man. So now we put on the fringes on the garments. It keeps us to like certain time man would just like, oh damn, man's moving a bit lustful with this. Nah, shake that off. You know what I mean? Let me go and read a verse or two. You get me? Precepts. This is what the fringes are about. It's not because the Most High, we're stylish, bro. You know what I mean? Look, you got the hat, it matches the black, the red and blue, it matches the red and blue with the top. You make sure you got the right. All of it. Brother King your iCrab, man, does the same thing. Man, like your iCrab, he works for a certain company. Man, make sure he's got the Converse with the matching. And if you see the brother when he goes to work, man, he's making sure he's stylish. You understand? We got that style. They like to copy our style.
Shalom!
We have the style.
Come on, brother.
Right? Shalom. Right? We're the kings of the earth, bro. Understand? We got the soul of the earth.
That ye may remember and do all my commandments and be holy.
And be what?
And be holy
unto your God.
That's what it is about remembering the commandments. So when we see them fringes, give me that Matthew 23 and 5. These things, even the Messiah wore these things. Shalom, King. Go on, man. What happened to you, bro? Don't worry. Oh, man. Rip that off, man.
No. I rip it. Do you have one? You're more superior to me right now, you know. No.
Don't let them
just keep doing what you're doing. But you have to not just do a Saturday. We need it every day. You're keeping the peace right now. You got that responsibility, you know. If they do anything to you, brother.
Don't watch that.
Huh?
We're ready to make trouble, man. Don't worry about that.
No, left and right. Right and left.
No, we're all here for each other.
That's right.
Yeah. So all these things that we're learning, bro, right? These fringes,
Black
Uh,
man. No, word, bro. Word, brother. Come on.
These fringes are something to remember by, man. And even to remember to love your brother. To be there for him. Whenever times are strong, whenever times are getting weaker. We're there for him through thick and thin, you get it? This is what it is to remember, man. Read this, because remember the Native Americans, they were the Pocahontas, they wore these fringes.
Yeah, they wore them,
and
yeah, now, fact,
you
now you said
understand?
that, yeah,
So now we know why the Hispanics and the Negroes were one people. Because we keep commandments that the Gentiles, remember we was reading that? When the Gentiles had need a lot, we didn't finish it off.
Yeah, no, we
No,
did
it
it.
didn't.
No, we didn't finish it off.
Do you want me to get it?
I can get it, don't worry. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and verse, shall start at the top of from 5.
Oh, no. No, we want the one where they put the hymn of his garment. Put it in your phone. Touch the hymn of his garment.
Because yeah, the Messiah himself, he wore fringes as well, alright, with a ribbon of blue. Because someone might say, oh, you're reading the Old Testament, but remember, Christ is without sin. So he kept commandments throughout and thick and thin. Understand? So this is the commandment that that he would have kept definitely.
My friend, this is...
Hey, yo, hermano.
Bien. You, ¿qué tal?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14, and verse 36 or 34. And when they were gone over, they came into the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of that place had knowledge of him, they sent out into all that country round about, and brought unto him all that were diseased, and besought him, and that they might only touch the hem of his garment.
They only wanted to do is just touch the fringes, the hem of his garment.
And as many as touched were made perfectly whole.
And that's what it is, man. They just touched the clothing of the Messiah. And that miracles was done to them, man. That's what we were talking about earlier. None of these miracles were done unto the other nations. Only unto our people. That the healing and these things were done to us, man. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 15. Deuteronomy chapter 15. Because this is the healing. Us going through these scriptures is what heals us, man. Even though we know we're not perfectly perfect. We're trying our best to become perfect. But you know what I mean? This is what cleans us.
Yeah, man. The more we try, we can come together, fam, as a whole one more.
Chapter 15 and verse 20. Is it Exodus 15? Exodus 15:26.
Because there's certain infirmities we go through because of the curses. Understand? Whether it be skin conditions, whether it be diabetes,
Joints.
joints. Understand? There's certain conditions we go through because there's a curse on us. Like it says that we'll suffer curses. Right? But the Most High can heal you like this.
This is the book of Exodus 15 and verse 26. And said, if thou will diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments and keep all his statutes.
So that's what it is. Them people that was going up to seek Christ, right? They had diseases on them, but they when they saw the miracles, they're like, nah, I need to go up there. You understand? I need to change my ways. All right, that's what they were about to do. They were about to stop doing all the madness they were doing, and
I will put none of these diseases upon thee.
And that's how they was cleansed from their diseases. When they touched the hem of that garment, that is keeping a commandment, the fringes. So that's what they saw the fringes, they touched it, they was healed, because they remember, what's the fringes for? To remember the commandments. So they touched them not because just for any reason, they touched them because they knew they were going to change their ways. They're going to stop doing because that was the New Testament, that's in the time of the Romans. So they're going to stop doing the Greek mentality things. They're going to remember the
Greek
the Hebrew vibration things. Touch the fringes and change them. And the Most High used the Messiah to change them, convert them. And that's what it's about. Being converted. Get that the conversion. Repenting is a sign to show I'm converting myself. Not converting yourself to kiss white man Jesus, man, and jump up and clap hands and get on the guitar and go chat up the gal that just come from the dance hall.
Have a
to go
shoot.
to the Sunday.
Shubs in the church.
They're playing Busy Signal, Buju Banton in the church.
No, you know it's cheap, though.
You know what I mean? I am blessed every day of my life. I'm blessed.
And
the man's a DJ in the church.
Taking it
And
back
the
like he's in the
pastor's there
thingy.
just giving out collection plates and the man them are there doing the stunts in the church, man.
Remember the other one that I showed
It's
you?
in the WhatsApp group we got, man.
The sisters that was saying twerk for Jesus.
They're saying there's a song
Christian
on
song.
YouTube right now
Twerk
called
for
Twerk for Jesus, and it's got views, man. It's got enough views to make them some money, man. Right? Let's go.
Come on,
This is,
man.
this is
listen.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. The
Yeah, this
law
one
is
is-
not done away with.
No, don't be
Without the law, without the law is imperfection. The opposite of perfection, sister, the opposite of perfection is imperfection. Alright, is destroyed. Because there's being perfect and there's being destroyed. Imperfect is a destruction, destroyed, right?
So this is Psalms 19 and verse 7.
Hey, listen to the Bible, sister.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
So let's read a commandment then. Let's read a law in the Bible. Because right now we're seeing imperfection.
Lord is my light and my salvation.
Let's see the light. This is the light. You're right. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. Because a lot of them can be hearers of the word, but they're not doing what the word says.
Alright, so let's read
This
it.
is Deuteronomy
Listen.
chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So you'll never see. Look what she's wearing. The woman, men don't wear those things. She's wearing what a woman's meant to wear. Men won't wear that thing over there, what that woman's wearing. Alright?
Neither do a man put on a woman's garment. Neither do a man put on a woman's garment. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Bro, if I ever see you wearing that dress, bro, I'm gonna tell you off. I'm gonna rebuke you, brother. Because I love you, kid. Understand? Same way I love this auntie here, I have to rebuke her, man. Because that's darkness. That's destruction.
I am not
Read.
no darkness.
You're in darkness, sister. You're in darkness.
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Unto me.
All that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So listen, to the light, to the word, and to the law, and to the testimony. If they don't agree with this word, they are dark. There's no light in them.
So look here, the Holy Spirit when we carry and the tongues when we talk about is abomination to the Most High as well. Well, you need to go check here, it's strong. But we know that them right.
Sister, did you buy that on the Sabbath day?
The Sabbath day?
Today is the Sabbath day.
Saturday?
From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath.
And also because the Jewish people they
Peace and love.
said
Yeah, peace
Saturday
and love.
as the Sabbath, the first day of the week.
Sister, the Sabbath day is the Sabbath.
Well, guess what? I have to buy this because I don't live down here. I live very far away.
Now, be hearers of the word and not doers only. You can know the Bible all you like, you know. The devil knows the Bible. The devil was quoting the Bible to Jesus.
I have to be because
But man shall not live by bread alone.
I don't call that.
Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. You don't follow the Most High.
Excuse you.
You follow your own self.
Really?
If you follow the Most High, sister,
judge.
are you gonna? I am. There's a book in the Bible called Judges.
Judges.
Is there not?
Okay.
So were there judges in the world?
So you become a judge of me.
Yeah.
Do you know that I speak in tongues? Do you know that I carry the Holy Spirit in my belly? Do you know that something comes?
If you had the Holy Spirit, you wouldn't wear that. If you had the Holy Spirit, you wouldn't disobey God's commandments. Oh my giddy. Hey, look, sister, hear this. We love you, you know. What we're saying to you ain't a something that we put. Sister, if you wanna condone keeping up the sin, you're not gonna go far. What you should do is take away pride. Say, you know what? God said that. God says that's an abomination. I want to please God. You can know all the verses you like. If you don't please God, what is it? Get me that one in Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 5. Hebrews 10:26. Look, you can know all the verses you like. It doesn't negate the fact of righteousness.
This is the book of Hebrews 10 verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
So if you want to keep on doing what you want to do,
You don't read about real life.
if you want to keep on doing what you want to do, sister, that's up to you. There's no more sacrifices for sin. Give me the other one. And then Sirach 19:24.
For the sin I've done knowingly and or unknowingly. I don't unknowingly do anything.
This is Sirach.
This is I come up here to go check out to meet some people from Jamaica. You have an award for me, a reward which is an award.
Sister, you come up here because you don't understand your steps where you're going. The Most High, He diverse, He creates your steps.
I come here all the time to
Give me
go
that
to the
phone,
field. I sure ride in 1 hour, so I have to talk to you.
Don't get upset, lady.
No, it's not upsetting. She was edified.
Yeah, man, that's
She
great.
learned today that that's the abomination to the Most High. So next time we see her, she's gonna wear a dress. Aren't you, sister?
I'm doing it
Sister,
right.
you're gonna wear a dress. Father, you have to air some things.
No, man, we learn to make up on the work still.
Brother, you can't work on the Sabbath and you have to grow a beard like a lion.
The thing is this.
The conquering lions don't chop their mane off.
Now, remember now.
The Lion of Judah, lions have beards. Righteous.
The other hand, right hand.
Righteousness, right hand. And look, we have beards as lions. We have manes.
Yeah,
You can't cut off your mane.
You have to let it go.
I bless you.
Brother, we love you, King.
Might be.
Love you, King. No Selassie. Fire upon Ethiopia. But Israel. Israel. No, he's not. He's an Ethiopian. Fire on Ethiopia. He's a king of Ethiopia. He's not the king of Israel.
Grandson of Solomon.
He's not.
Solomon is king of
He's not. It's not, because you know why? Where is that in the Bible? Where is that? Matthew chapter 1 has the genealogy of the Messiah. And you don't see Sheba.
James or Jacob.
No, Matthew chapter 1 shows you the genealogy of Sheba, of Solomon. Sheba's not in there. So you can't add your own words to the Bible. There's no Ethiopia in the genealogy of the Messiah, man.
We tried to give him a slide. He told him, yeah, real life is the experience.
We have them.
Man's going.
Yeah.
Both of them. Man's going.
This is Proverbs 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Where you got sister? Where you from?
That's Jacob.
Huh?
James is just
Saudi Arabia. Okay. So how do you feel about oppression of the black race, the culture of the black race? How do you feel about it?
Download this app, KJVA Bible, on your phone.
How do you feel about the oppression of the black race?
Yeah, it's got the
And the Hispanics.
And then wait, see the
How do you feel about this?
1611. Yeah, it's called the hidden books. So when you hear him say Sirach, that's ecclesiastic curse. So the not Old Testament.
Are you because the Arabians, they were dark.
Which is the hidden
Arabians are black. How did you become so light?
about it.
Arabians are not.
Perfectly KJV because that's the only
Where's your mom from? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and your father, he's what? Is he from? Are you Muslim? Ishmael? They say Ishmael is your father. Ishmael is your forefather. Ishmael. From Genesis. Ishmael. Yeah. Okay, so Ishmael. Do you know that there's no covenant? Meaning there's no pact with you and God.
Yeah, what's the Samsung?
Ishmael has no pact, they have no agreement with God.
Oh, it's KJ. I just
The agreement goes with Moses, Musa, like with Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob has sons like Levi. Now Levi, he don't care about Ishmael. Ishmael would be Levi's uncle. Now Levi, not even uncle, grand uncle, because his uncle's Esau. isn't it? Ishmael, Levi's uncle is Esau, but he's dad's uncle. Levi's dad's uncle is Ishmael. Alright? Levi's dad is Jacob. Now, Jacob knows that his uncle is a waste man.
How can you not have it, bro? Don't do me like that.
His uncle, basically his children, took Jacob and sold them to the Egyptians. Joseph, got sold by Ishmael's children to the Egyptians. So now we know that Ishmael don't like Israel. No, we're not Jewish. We are Negroes. We're Negroes. We are the real Jew. The Negro is the real Jew.
Yeah, see,
Because-
I don't like iPhones. Why they try to do
Because
me like that?
ghetto, have you heard the word ghetto? In the ghettos. Okay, ghettos. Right now, you're looking at a ghetto. This is the ghetto. You understand? And ghetto means where the Jews dwell. The word ghetto it means a place, a province where the Jews dwell, where the Jews live. We are the ones that fill up the ghettos. All the ghettos. You got Brixton, Tottenham. Look, there's even a statistics on the board right here showing Haringey's bailiffs target the poorest communities. So the ghettos are where the poorest people live.
Oh yeah, I have to do table of
The
contents.
Jewish people are not poor. They own the banks. The Jewish people own the music industries, the filming industries. They own all of the armies, the military. They own the Congress. They are all Jewish people.
These are the ones that work.
Now we know now that they cannot be the Jews. Sorry about that. Israel. Held us. We got here, Arabia. Can I call you Saudi? Saudi. We got 9. You see, that's really 9 o'clock, isn't it? That's 9-ish. It's like 9:15. It's 9-ish. You got a child. He's got his teddy bear and everything, the buggy and everything. Now this guy, he's in the theme park. He just won a teddy bear. He's childish. He's acting like a child. Then you got the Jew. Now you got here, look, the true Jews, the true Hebrews. They've got woolly hair. Like this brother here, look, you see he's got the little woolly. Right? The Jews have woolly, nappy hair. This is a stone tablet in the British Museum. In the Assyrian part of the museum, you got a tablet in the British Museum. Alright? This is where the Assyrians. Alright, and this is what the Jews really look like. In the Assyrian, see, he's got the little locks like the brothers there. The little locks hanging down. See the little locks there. This guy looks like my brother here. Alright, this is what our forefathers look like, the real Jews. Right? And this is what we look like now. So these are the real Jews, and these are Jewish. They look. What does that say? W-I-S-H. What does that say? Wish. That's Jew. They wish that they look like this guy. They're wishy. These are the wishy people. You get it? So now, the real Jew, we know because the Bible shows us that Esau, Jacob's brother, he is red and hairy, like the Jewish people. The Jewish people are Esau.
Yeah, they might be
The Jew,
Is that the one? Yeah,
the Jew, right, is the so-called blacks and the Colombians and the Hispanics. We are. That's my sister there.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, see, there's 2 of them.
She's my sister. That's my little nephew. That's my little nephew. That's my people. Understand? The so-called blacks and Hispanics were the Jew. We are the Israelites. Sorry.
Esau's born. So the slave people of Esau.
Get closer. You don't say it. Say that again. Say that again, Saudi.
It's about Jewish like a religion, right? You're talking about the original
religion.
Yeah.
Okay. Religion, right? Your religion is are you Sunni? Are you Sunni? You're Sunni, yeah? So you see your religion, it has different denominations. It's got the Al Qaeda ones, the ones that are activists. Well, you get what I'm saying though, innit? You've got different sects. You've got sects that believe that if they die in their religion, they will get 70 virgins or something, or 40 virgins. Or boys that will pour them wine with pearls around their necks, right? That's in the hadiths, man. Come on, man, don't lie.
I'm not lying. I'm just thinking the truth. Okay, Islam, okay. It's a religion that talks about the peace, okay. So yeah, if you're just talking about the side of what you're mentioning about, okay.
The Quran says go to war with them. The Quran says go to war with them of the scripture. Okay, so it's not of peace then.
You have to understand. If you as a brother doing this, if you as a brother teaching there, and our brothers here, you're gonna get the white man that's doing the same, trying to deter, fam. That's all he's doing. That's his job. He's trying to deter. Exactly.
You're wise, bro. Because we know that long time. Yeah. You can understand that
Straight away.
Yeah, but that's what we've been doing.
I know.
Babylon. Because this guy, what you said earlier on, you don't know one second. Yo, my brother just spoke, so you gotta have patience. You have to have patience, because this is my brother. Know your place. Know your place. No, wait, you can talk. Wait. Saudi, wait. What we were saying earlier, if a fool, if you speak to a fool, alright, don't speak to him. I mean, don't talk too much with a fool, alright.
Just to be foolish.
But yeah, it makes you foolish yourself. But if a fool comes up and he lacks understanding, then you can show him certain things. So this guy, we can show him certain things, but we're not gonna cast any pearls to him. All we need to show him that what the Ishmael has done to our people, they're going to be put in slavery for it. Because they had a sub-Saharan slave trade. Look, get the Saharans, get the sub-Saharans. These are the Saudis. No, this side, look, this side. These guys with the turbans and that. This is the sub-Saharan slave trade. Right? These people, they're Manson Musa, Mali, and them man there was in slavery already by the Arabians.
I'm not like saying that we just...
Yes, man. You had us in slavery. You even saw us on Facebook the other day, Liberians.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nigerians was in Liberia, and then the Saudis were there selling Nigerians on Facebook for slaves. You guys are racist, man.
I'm not racist.
No, I'm saying you guys, your nation of people. They are. You can't admit, tell the truth. There are racist Saudis. They are. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they are. They're in Saudi Arabia before the Islam, because of slavery. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, we know. Bilal, his name Bilal, right? Bilal was a slave, right? Bilal was a slave.
Right? He was, and he converted Islam.
He converted to Islam.
Yeah, and he got Muslims.
Because a gift destroyed the heart. Because he was given a gift by a Muslim, or Islamic guy. The uncle, right? Is Muhammad's uncle.
Muhammad's uncle is Abdul Muttalib, his good father.
One of the uncles, whatever, saved Muhammad. Saved Muhammad's uncle, saved one of the slaves. Bilal came over and was converted into Muslim. He's a Negro. Bilal's a nigger. Bilal's one of our people, and you used him and his voice to chant your chants to bring in and convert the people. The Christians use bells. The Christians use bells, the Hebrews use trumpets, the Islam use voice, and they sing. And they sing.
Well, just give me 1 minute just to make clear everything that, okay? The Musa, you know the Musa, yes?
Moses is a Levite. He's a Levite. He's from the tribe of Levi. He's our priest, high priest.
Okay, and I believe that it was like as you said to me now, as you like hair, and he was like black. Yes. Okay. Saying the truth. Okay. But to make clear, as you mentioned, the Islam. Okay, you're gonna think they're religious. Okay, you have to think about the Arabic culture. Am I right?
We know about Arabic culture. You had 360 gods. You had listen. Arabic culture. Listen. Did you know before Islam, Arabians had 360 gods. A god for every day of the week, every day of the year. Around Mecca, all of the idols, 360 gods.
They were worship many gods.
300 idols, yeah. That's your beliefs, to worship stones and sticks. Your beliefs of Arabia is to worship sticks and stones and and what all them things that can break your bones. Understand? But you see the Israel, they never had no idols. We never bowed down to a Kaaba stone. Moses never came out of Egypt. Alright, Moses never came out of Egypt, right? And said anything in the Torah about a Kaaba stone. Right or wrong? Where does that Kaaba stone come from? Because Moses was never told that the Israelites should go over to the Kaaba and we should all bow down towards the stone. That's not in the commandments of the Lord. That's not in the Lord.
You just meet after promotion, but the Kaaba there. I know stone, and you just told me that the Moses.
Musa.
I don't understand. After Abraham, Ismail, okay? There, they just made Kaaba from the God, and they just got, before
Abraham had the Kaaba. Where is that?
I didn't say Abraham had Kaaba, okay?
So wait.
But the angels, like all the Islamic history, it didn't come after Moses. Just click the first one, understand, okay? The Kaaba, it didn't come. It just didn't come after Abraham and after Ismail, okay? It's not clear.
Hey, look, you know what you're doing? You're moving the goalposts. Saudi. Where did Moses?
Okay, let me just finish.
What is the Kaaba for? Just answer the question. What is the Kaaba for?
When the time comes, they're trying to say quickly, start moving goalposts here and there and everywhere, like.
No, just give me a straight, simple answer. Like I can say, the Lord, His name Allah. Alright, Allah is the God of Israel. Straightforward. No, I'm being straightforward with you.
I just got your...
No, listen. No, wait. Take your time. I'll listen to you.
This is how you learn, though, bro.
Yeah, no, take your time.
If you believe in certain things, that you already got certain things in your head, yeah. You have to understand. No one didn't call you over here. You chose to come over here.
Yeah,
now you chose. Okay. So now he's
still a chase to come over.
You're asking him certain questions, yeah, and he's giving you the answers back.
And I want to hear your questions. I want you to answer some of my questions. I want to know, where is the Kaaba from according to the Bible? It's not there, but in the Quran it's there. Why? Because Moses, Abraham, they never had Kaaba. Go on. Wow. Is that your answer? Your answer is that the Bible should have. No, wait. Your answer is the Bible is missing the Kaaba part, the stone part. Oh my gosh! Wait! Please, give me this one. Are you telling me the Bible is missing the part with the Kaaba in it?
No.
So then, why are you saying that then? The Bible's missing things.
I'm telling you, you are now believing the Holy Bible, is it right? So the Holy Bible, as a Muslim, we don't believe what they had said.
Don't talk about what you believe. I want to know, where is the Kaaba? You're going on, man. Because you know what it is. Give me a Psalms 97 and 7. You know what you're doing? You're not being real. You're not being truthful. At the beginning, you was talking a little bit of truth, right? But now we're stepping on your toes with your damn toes hanging out. You don't want us to step on your toes, man. Read.
This is Psalms 97 and verse 7. Confounded.
What is this guy?
Confounded be all they that serve graven images.
What is the Kaaba stone?
Graven images.
Confounded, man. You want to move the goalposts and talk about our Bible when it says when you serve idols, you get confounded, man, by the men of the Lord, man.
That boast themselves of idols.
What?
That boast themselves of idols.
The Bible's missing verses. The Kaaba stone's meant to be in there somewhere. No, it's not meant to be in there, man. Yeah, man, he got a spiritual kaboom, man. He got a spiritual kaboom because you're confounded. It's not in the Bible. Moses never talked about it. Abraham never had it. No one was talking about Mecca. They was talking about Jerusalem.
That's right.
Jerusalem is not even mentioned in the Quran. That's right. But they want to talk about stones and your idols because that is the traditions or the ways of your ancestors. 360 of them to be exact. Man. One for every day of the year, man. Madness, bro. You guys don't know nothing, man. Arabians don't know nothing. All they want to learn from Moses because Moses, peace be upon him, and saved the Israelites from Egypt.
That's right.
How did they get into Egypt? Because they made an agreement. They made an agreement Ishmael made an agreement with Israel, the Israelites, the 12 tribes, to sell their own brother into Egypt. That's how we even got into Egypt in the first place. You are the advocates. You are advocates for our destruction. Did you know that? Saudi Arabians are advocates for the destruction of the Israelites. You helped us to get into Egypt, man.
Okay, what problem got afraid? Not like Saudi Arabia, there was one problem with Africa, okay? For many hundred years, thousands of years before.
Let's get some books. Let's get some books out. Because we're not going to give him the pearls. You don't deserve the pearls of the Most High. We're going to read that. Bring out the Quran. We're going to read the Quran. Bring out the Quran and bring out from Babylon to Timbuktu. We're going to read you the Quran.
That's what I'm saying.
We're talking.
As I said to you already, yeah, you chose to come over here, yeah, and ask these questions. But bearing in mind now, they're going to bring out, bearing in mind now, they're going to bring out Quran book now. So, if you're going to try to set questions, you can't feel, oh, he's attacking you because, no, he just basically...
And you can't lie on your own Quran. If we read it, hey yo, is this the correct version? Because remember you said the Bible got translated in the... Is this the correct version? Because now the Quran's got different versions. So if the Bible's corrupted and you got different versions, maybe your Quran is corrupted as well. Is that the correct one? Is this the correct one? No, you're not doing it properly. Let's do it properly. Give me chapter 2 verse 22, 122. Chapter 2, 122. Tell us if this is corrupted. Let's read it first. And then get chapter 3, 94. We know your thing. I know your thing, man. Your thing is easy peasy, man.
This is Surah chapter 2 and verse 122. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the world.
Over the how many?
Over the world.
That the Israelites, Israel in the Quran is preferred over the whole world. Is that right? Is that?
Yeah, we're all right, yeah.
That's right, yeah? So to hell with Ishmael then, man. The Most High, the Lord, the Lord, the Allah loves Israel over the whole world. Get one of these crucifixes that they got there. It's your mouth. It's your top lip.
What they didn't listen to God, what they hit and what they say. And they quoted anything else.
Yeah, that's it.
If you read what they did, they would perfect in God. From the initial thing, the war.
Yeah.
Telling the truth, they were lying to you.
Yeah.
But after this was fight us. They didn't listen to God, and they told for God for what they say. The hand of God, they cannot do anything else.
So then what? So then everyone else can come in now.
If you're going to do, if you're talking and you want to do this,
So you're saying,
and you this over there, you have powers over here, you have yours.
you're saying, yeah, that the Most High preferred Israel, right? But now he says everyone can come in. Is that what you're saying?
The God,
Yeah, but Israel, you said Israel disobeyed God after Christ. Yeah.
We're attacking the Israel people. And most of when he helped all the Israel people move to all from the sea that we have opened.
Yeah, the Red Sea, you open the sea.
Okay? So, what happens then?
He murmured,
yeah. We're okay.
The Israelites
following the Torah. You know the Torah?
So that says that in your Quran. Yeah? It says that the Israelites we murmured against the Most High, right? We did. Yeah, we used to say certain things that would kind of like deprive him or like belittle him by saying, "Oh, why have you brought us out of of Egypt when he was fed?" He was ungrateful. Yeah. Alright, but then the Most High, he correct. That's what I'm saying. He made us, because we never heard. We felt correction. We was bitten by snakes. We was healed. And we had to choose sides. Moses said, you built idols, choose sides. Remember when we read it, Exodus, it says, choose your side. You're going to choose the Most High side. And then if whoever didn't choose the right side, 3,000 men died that same day. Moses killed them, Israelites. So you reckon, Moses is not a little, Moses, peace be upon him, right? Masha. He destroys, man. Anyone that goes against the Most High, man. He will stone you, man. Right?
Well, I've got many, man.
And remember, he'll stone his own people. So what do you think he's going to do to Ishmael, man? He went to war with them when they came out of Egypt. He went to war with the Chinese.